All right, my Forex family, this is Sid Guajardo coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas. You know, we are the trading places. All right. Let's picked out a few trades here. Whoops, not that one. Let's go to dollar yen. Okay, let's go to the 2.4. Let's go to the 720. Taking a good look. All right. So okay, so this is the highest it's ever been. Right here. Well, recently. And this, well, let me get rid of this first. Right there. So it's pretty much at the bottom. So this is probably a good trade to take long. If it does bounce anywhere, it's going to bounce right here. That's a very good support line or resistance line. That doesn't look like a lot of pips, but it is. But let me see something here. Just from here to here. It's 59 pips. That's a lot of pips. Just for one trade to go that way. Actually, it's 64 when it lies there. So I'd wait if on this one, I would try and take this long, and I would let this run. Okay. I wouldn't take this trade until it gets to here. That's what I should have said. Write that number down, 105.305. And we're going to take that as our text right here. Entrance for long position. I'm going to put an arrow right here, just so you know. Right there. Okay, so there's a method to our madness. Now, let me tell you something here. This may take a little while to get here, but I mean, you could definitely make some money between here and there. But you know, we're looking. What I'd like to do is just take 1 or 2 trades a week. That'd be nice, and make it really long. But this trade is definitely going long. But if you want to look at it, dollar yen is going to go long. Let's look at to see what it looks like on the 60, and we'll come back to this one here shortly. Yeah, it's the same thing. I look at this big old arrow. That's the same arrow that I just wrote. But you know what? It's starting to go up now. And it's the same on the money street. You see how it's as soon as we start getting some volume here shortly, you're gonna see these on the money street. Let me put this so you can see it better. 1 second here. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, so what you're looking at here is this is the money street, right? And whatever's on the bottom must go to the top. Now, Forex has a mind of its own, okay? But recently, the money has never been here at this stage. Now, if you take a look at this, it's already starting to go up. Does that mean it's going to go up? Who knows? It could bounce. It could bounce right here and go back down, right? It could. And then it can go in consolidation and then shoot up, okay? I doubt if that's going to happen. The dollar was pretty good today, it seems like. Yeah, you see how this uptrend here? It really it really took off today. So that's really good. Let me erase all this stuff here. So this is one good indicator that the dollar is getting stronger. Maybe with there's a company called Moderna, I think, that said they're going to be those several companies all over the world that were rallying for a vaccine for the coronavirus, and Moderna they're very, very close. So everybody's trying to rally around that just on news. Okay, let's go back to USD JPY right there. So if this rallies, this could go up. I'd wait just a little bit until it gets to right here. Once it gets past there, I would click buy. So that's the number I want you to write down is 104,840. And if it gets through that, just keep your finger on, because there's some more resistance here. There's one there, and there's one there, bounce there. So just, you got to keep an eye on it. And, there's one there and one there. But once it gets past 105, 305, poof, that thing can run. Okay, so tomorrow is Friday. So if this thing runs, make sure and get out of this trade before Friday at noon. I'd say latest noon. 11 o'clock is when I like to cut it off. Because let's say you're in the trade right here and the market closes and something happens over the weekend, and let's say the trade ends up down here, you just lost that money. That's called a gap. So keep an eye on US dollar JPY. Let's go to dollar Swiss. This one is, let's see where we're at here. Let's look at 720. Let's look at trend. All right, so this one is a no-brainer, right? So you look at here. This is as low as it's ever been. And up here is pretty high, but you have to go all the way back to June to see that number. So it's not going to show up on the 60. So let's look at where, now we know where we are. This thing is going to go, it's already turning up. So now we're seeing a picture of a true trend. Let's erase some of this stuff here. And we already see that it started to turn up to go to the middle of the street. So now that we established that it's in a downtrend, but now we're at the bottom and we're looking to go up, let's see what it looks like on the 60. That's all you do. It's very simple. Okay. So you could already tell that it hit this right here and it's already going up, but look at the market closed and it kind of did a sell-off, so it went this way. I would start looking for this to go north. As soon as we start getting some volume in the market, I think this would be an excellent time to take this trade to go north. I want you guys to look at it, right here. So write that down. It's dollar Swiss. 91,860. I would start looking at this to go long at 9100.91000. Okay. So this is definitely going north. Okay. Let's go to NZD, New Zealand yen. All right, so this one is almost ready. I looked at this. Here's the bottom. These are some really good trades, guys. It's time to take some notes. Okay, we already see that it's in an uptrend. It kind of sold off here. This is something, okay, now why did it back up? Let's take a look. Why did it stop right there? I don't know. It's a support line for sure, or resistance line for sure. But if this thing comes back up and goes past the 70201, take the trade. take the trade. Let me see something else here. Pay attention to this right there. That's a pretty good resistance line. I would definitely wait until, yeah, I'd wait until there. 70250. Once you do that, take it north. You're going to see a little bit of resistance here and there, but this thing will probably take off. This is a very good trade here. So, entrance for long position. So this is going to be a pretty good trade. All right. Let's go to pound NZD. Okay, so I would take this short here. I wrote down some notes, 194660. Let's find out where that is. You know what, it's starting to go down already. Beware right here that it may bounce from here, but this is a good entry right there. Perfect entry. 195,330. It obviously was testing this line here. If we go back in history, you'll see that it tested this 195,330, but way back. So this must be there's something going on to make it test. You see how it hit here and bounced and hit here and bounced? I mean, it did this 3-4 hours in a row. So who knows if it does it a fourth time, it's probably going to stay there. But I would definitely look for this one to probably go short. Now, if this thing tests again, it just may bounce and go north. So I would definitely wait until it breaks this support line, 194,330, and then take it short. So let's put that down. Pound NZD short, 195,330. Write that down. 195,330. Let's go to Euro Aussie dollar. Okay. Let's go to the 720 to see what's happening. All right, let's erase all these lines. Whoops. Excuse me. That's the highest it's ever been. And this is the low it's ever been. And this is where we are right now. Now, just so I'm not giving you the answers, when it hit back here, back in June, when it tested 165,490, what did it do? It bounced and went short. I think that's what's going to happen on this one. Let's go to you. This is, yeah, okay, so what I think, now that we've figured out where we are, let's go to the 60, right? All right, so it's already starting to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Okay, so I picked Here's a good one here. Okay. If it breaks this support line right here, King Solomon should give you another signal. And then it's going to come down. There's pressure for it to come down. It hasn't. This line here is a trend line. If this thing keeps going up and it stops and makes another one, you just broke structure. But if it stays true on this trend line here, see how it's hesitating right there? It's going to bounce back. It does not want to break structure. It pierced it for a little bit, but it's going to come back down. Whoops. So what I would do is wait for it to break this. Once this next candle comes out here in about 45 minutes, on the 60-minute candles, it changes at the top of the hour. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. It's going to be 40 minutes till the next candle comes out. So it can go up and down. It could even break here. And if it breaks long enough here, I would take the trade. Now just remember here, you have resistance here or support there. And that's a big support line right there. So if it stops there, you still made 30 pips. It's still a very good trade. The trend is down. The trend is down. So I'm looking for this one to go short. Oh Lord. I'm looking for this one to go short. Okay. And this is going to be my entrance. Now, the reason I put these lines here and to pay attention is because this thing could pop right here and it can go bounce up, but it hasn't done that in the recent future. It hasn't. Once it hits there, it's probably, there's a lot of pressure. You see this? It's the highest it's ever been, and it's going to come down. And if you look at the highs, every time it creates a new high, it comes down. There's a lower high, and it went down. There's another lower high. When we say lower high, so this is a higher high, and since it's coming down, it created another high, but it's a lower high. We're making up our own language here, but no, it's true. This is called a lower high. Higher high, lower high. Okay, so it broke structure. That doesn't mean anything right now. Well, it could be. It bounced here, and it could be going up. Who knows? But there's still 40 minutes in this game before it leaves, before it comes back. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's go. Hold on, let me write that down. 164545. Let's go to pound yen. Okay. All right, let's see where we are. This is definitely an uptrend, but let's take a look at our 720 chart, right? That's the way to do it. Let's erase all these lines. This is the highest it's ever been, is right here. Hadn't been there in a long time. And this one looks like, oh, hold on. And this one looks like it's the lowest it's ever been, and it's been a long time. Either way, the highest high and the lowest low, it hasn't been there in a while. So let's see where we are right now. So in recent times, this is the highest high. So now that we know what our base is, where we are, the highest high, where we are, and the lowest low, let's go to 60. Okay, so the only thing that records, because now we're looking right up on it, is the highest high. So I expect this to go short. Now, you see how it hit this line here, this trend line, and it's coming down. So, pound yen. 13, what did I do? 136630. I really think this is going to go short. 136. Right there. When it hits this, it's probably going to go down. So pound JPY, it's a fast mover. it moved, it did all this today. That's a big move. And it hit the highest high, and now it's starting to retrace. Who knows? It can come back and test it again and just keep going. It's actually testing this trend line here. So just write that down, 136630 to go short. That's what we're looking for. Let me put a date on here. So, I mean, also too, you're going to be getting some signals from King Solomon. So I would definitely wait on that. Now, these are all speculations, and Forex is all about history. So history shows that when it comes here, it's going to bounce. Here's another good resistance line. Look at this. So I don't know if this is a good position or this one. By the time it gets here, it may stay here for a little bit, but it's definitely going to, and once it goes past here, you got a lot of real estate to make a lot of money. But the reason I'm picking these trades is because they're at the top of the channel and they're already starting to go down. Look at that. So these are good ones to take. Let's go to US dollar CAD. All right, so let's go to our 720. Okay. Just by looking at this chart, where do you think we're going to go? If you set up, you're right. So we can't even see the highest high, okay? So I'm just going to take this one because we're a long way away from it. So I'll go back. Okay, so now let's go to the 60 now that we've determined what the lowest low is. So do you see? Wow. 1.3434595. We don't have any agreement on this one. I don't know why it's doing this. This thing is scheduled to go long and it's running really short. I don't know if the news affected it, but we're in a really good clip here to go long. So I found that early in the morning, 134,595. Yeah, right there. It was supposed to hit that and take off, and it didn't. So scratch that from your list. Don't write down dollar CAD. Let's go to Aussie dollar NZD. Okay, so let's look at the 60. Boy, you're kind of in the middle, but it still looks like it wants to go up. Let's look at the highest high right here. I'm thinking this Aussie NZD is going to go short, 107,320. What I would do, it could be retracing when it hits this line here, and it could bounce back. What I want you to do is wait until it hits past this. Let's see where 107,320 is. Yeah, that's a support line. When it breaks that, look for it to test, and when it breaks that, I would take the trade to go short. There's a lot of pressure for it to go short there. Lots of pressure. It just retraced and came back down. This is probably going to retrace and come back down too. Look for this to go short here. Let's put a text message right there. Entrance for short position.